Hey guys, today we are sitting in another SUV. Actually, this SUV doesn't need any more introduction than it was known as the King of the Desert and still known as the King of the Desert. It's none other than the Nissan Patrol. A little about the history of Nissan Patrol. It started off in 1951, which was the beginning of Nissan Patrol, to be honest, but it was not known as the Nissan Patrol until 1987. From 1987 till 1997, this car basically ruled the desert. It was one of the most comfortable desert drives. It was easy to drive, and the model, which was the 1987 to 1997, was the one which changed everything for Nissan Patrol, and till today is I think it's still very, very beautiful. 7 to 1997 was the fourth generation, which actually was called the Nissan Patrol. Before that, it was known as the Datsun Safari, and then afterwards it was known as the Safari, and then it was known as the Nissan Patrol. Now, the model which we loved was from 87 to 97. Everyone needed to have one. It was ruling the desert. It was so nice and smooth that even China named it as the King of the Desert. After that came the fifth generation till 2013, and it was also a very good 4.8 liter engine, which was very fast, and it was very well known among the youth. But then the new model which we are driving today, the new generation, the sixth generation, was the best seller in Nissan Patrol. It's got all the goodies. It's the most comfortable drive. It is very luxurious. It has a very good presence on the road, so it is the most popular one till date, and I'm sure at least every one of you has sat in it once. Today I'm sitting with one of my cousins who actually owns a Nissan Patrol, and he is also born and brought up in UAE. And well, okay, what do you think of this car? As is it good on the road and the desert, and is it as off-road capable as it was from the 97 models? Like off the showroom, straight off the showroom, do you think it is as good as what it was before? Because I remember the 97 model, you didn't need to do any modification, you could just go on the desert. But as I know, this model is more luxurious. Do you think you can take this straight out of the desert?
Yes, you can. This model, that model, they're both the same. That's why the title has still stayed as King of the Desert. You can take it directly from the showroom straight off to the desert. You don't need to do any modifications. They're amazing cars. Yes, if you go and you purchase one with an extra body kit, then you're taking it to the desert at your own risk. But usually,
oh, you mean with the lower skirtings and everything? Yes. So this one has enough clearance, or intermediate level is pretty okay?
The intermediate is pretty okay. You want to go professional, then it's better to just do a bit of modifications, because you don't want your bumper falling off in the middle of the desert.
You mean just the body modification? There is no need of any engine modification?
No, there's no need of any engine.
I think you had the 97 model,
and then I had the 2013.
and then you have the 2013, and then you have this one now. So you basically have had all the four generations, all the three generations.
Actually, this is my fourth. I had the 1997.
Oh,
then
okay.
I got the 98.
Okay.
And then I got the 2013, and then I got this one. So,
Oh, wow. Okay. So you had all the three generations and at least four of them.
yes.
What do you think of the Land Cruiser and Nissan Patrol? What do you think is the big difference between both of them?
Well, the Land Cruiser is more about comfort, I believe, and everyone likes it because it's more smooth, or at least they used to say that until this generation came out.
That's
Nissan
true.
Patrol. But when it comes to power, the Nissan Patrol is unbeatable. I only believe the reason all the Safari companies and everyone buy the buy the Toyota Land Cruisers is because the parts are cheap on that car. So anything goes wrong, they break down.
Value. Because Nissan Patrol doesn't hold up the resale value. Can you tell me why?
Well, Toyota as a whole, the whole company, all their products, they have amazing resale value, because servicing on the car is very easy. Anyone can service the car. Anyone can maintain it. You go to any garage, they know exactly how to maintain the car. The parts are very cheap for Toyota, so that's why I believe it has a good resale value. when it comes to Nissan Patrol, it's a kind of SUV that once you buy, you need to keep. Any car, if you buy, you need to keep it. But the Nissan Patrol, people are usually more satisfied whenever they buy this. They just keep it. They don't buy just for going to the desert once or twice and then sell it off.
So for someone who's buying an SUV for at least 5 years, this is probably the perfect car.
Yes.
I mean, if he doesn't care about the resale value, you know what? I'll tell you something. Since Nissan Patrol and Toyota Land Cruiser are at the top of the chart of SUV race, I think mostly the young generation or the younger crowd, or you can say people who like power, usually lean a little bit towards the Nissan Patrol easily, because Land Cruiser have never been that powerful. It's probably known as more like a family SUV for many years. I mean, it is a great car with very good capability, but you know, people who actually lean towards the Nissan Patrol are the younger crowd or the one who has more horsepower. And with this generation, they've actually satisfied both the clients. You know, they have got the less powerful Nissan Patrol for, you know, the family kind of crowd, and it's very luxurious obviously. And then you have the one who wants to go for a little more extra power. You have the 400 horsepower, I believe, and then the Land Cruiser only comes with 305 horsepower. So you have more power in this car, plus then now Nissan also came up with the Nismo, which is, I don't know, God knows, about 500 horsepower. Is this the best SUV in UAE, and why?
In the price category nowadays, considering everything is so expensive, getting so much horsepower, getting so much space, getting all the luxury is not possible at such a price. So Nissan Patrol in that category is amazing because you can get the best of both worlds being on the road and off-road at the same time. With such power, such luxury, so much space, and of course the reliability on the car itself and the price.
So this generation Nissan Patrol basically checks all the boxes in an SUV category.
Yes, it does.
Alright. Thank you very much for your time.